move to the idea that when we print out a report, you'll see the sun line, the moon, the ascendant. But right after that says NN for North Node. That's typically line 4. And then line 5 is SN for South Node. So with the nodal axis, you have the center of a zodiacal wheel. And a nodal axis is completely 180 degrees opposite each other. And this is how the beautiful cosmic game works in life, right? As a soul, we agree, hey, I didn't learn that issue in my last life. I'll come in again and try and learn it this life. So there's some pre-agreements. You can find out where you came from in a past life, what those lessons were. And you can also see on the 100% opposite what the lesson is now that will challenge you in this life. Now, you're not going to find nodes in the cosmos. It's not like a planet. It's not physical, but it has a very specific point in space that involves the Earth and the moon. Julia, do you want to add anything?
I would like to go straight to the experience I've had with so many QHHT clients when I was doing years of past life regression sessions through QHHT. And we looked at several different past lives of a person. And then after their session, I would sit and look at their charts, and especially at the lunar nodes, I would see that it's true what's written in their chart.
Right, because everyone comes in with nodal points. So there's still that lesson. Now we're going to move to the 4th house, ruled by Cancer with planetary ruler moon. This is family. I nurture is the predominant message of the 4th house. And it is equally and opposite paired with Capricorn, ruled by Saturn in the 10th house of I achieve step by step. So one is in the home and the other is out in the world. I'm going to turn it back to you, Julia. What would you say with a North Node in the 4th house?
These past lives in QHHT sessions always were themes of being focused outside of their family home. They were the salesman, tradesman. They were fully focused on building their empire. And they would have shown the progression of how they just had this one goal and they made it, but their family suffered because they never had time for their children, never had time for their spouses, for their friends. So in this life, if you have North Node in 4th house, you may hear the complaint of the client saying, no matter how hard I try to make it in this world and build my success, there are always blocks. I don't know what's going on. I just, it's not happening for me. Why? Well, it will not be allowed until they learn to value interpersonal relationships and the love and kindness exchange with their nearest and dearest. They must value that as important, as their fuel, as their balm for their soul. And suddenly they will start feeling satisfied, because up till then they will, no matter how successful they'll become, it'll never be satisfactory. There'll always be something missing, and it's because they need to discover the beauty of interpersonal relationships and through love and kindness in their homes. So they could have home-based business that works really well with this node. So working from home, and that way they can work with both opposites. Or they were very focused in their masculine way in previous lifetimes and also their childhood, teenage years, early adulthood. They were too masculine, too outgoing, too forceful as well, wanting to control everything. Major theme with these people, and they need to learn to not do that so much. And also they never ask for help. They always do everything themselves to the point of exhaustion, and their bodies will develop all kinds of physical issues. You need to highlight to them, they need to learn the feminine ways to also receive. They usually will have issue with one of their hands because there is no flow of giving and receiving. It's just, they need to learn to receive, to nurture, to ask for help, and learn how wonderful it is to let someone take care of them and all that. And then work on their home. Gardening would be very good for them, things like that. Okay, and when it's the other way around, then past lives of these people, they would usually be very home-based, and their entire identity was wrapped around their family dynamic. So their identity would be a mother and a cook in roles of females. Or if it's men, then also very much involved with their family, to the point where they wouldn't know who they are if their children are gone, and they would have identity crisis. And they would have self-confident issues as well. If someone has a North Node in Capricorn or 10th house, they would doubt that if they ever can make it out in the big world like they would see others do. You know, I don't think I can do that, because they never did. They never, in their previous lives, they never built a business for themselves or been an achiever. They were very much in their feminine and nurturing mode. So we need to encourage them to start model maybe people who are more in the masculine, and then find a healthy way. So usually with this node, it's especially when I'm recalling some of the clients, it will be a mother whose children are now mid-teenagers, and she really feels that it's time to do something that is her passion and something meaningful, but they're literally almost shaking, but you know, can I really do something big out there and for others? And you just need to see that someone believes in them, you believe in them, and encourage them to just take it one step at a time. And eventually they'll become amazing either entrepreneurs, or they really will become successful in whatever their heart was guiding them to. So it's beautiful to see that transformation then. And of course, it had the middle point then embodying beautiful harmony of divine masculine and divine feminine. These are oftentimes star seeds as well, if they have major fixed stars alignments with their nodes. It's about, especially maybe Arcturians or Andromedans, or if you douse on them and you see that they came from 6D and higher, then they are really here to help embody divine masculine, divine feminine. They would, if I look now at the starseed clients with this node, they would be born into families usually where sun and moon are opposing. And their father was the wounded masculine, their mother was the wounded feminine, and the starseed's role is to end that cycle and that behavior and start leading by example in embodying divine masculine, divine feminine.
Wow. Yeah, I love how you are weaving together QHHT experiences with astrology, with galactic star nations. You're bringing the full game forward, Julia, so thank you for that.